Come on, let's get in here. Oh, look at that. Vegetarian shepherd's pie. That looks superb. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are doing a vegetarian dish today, actually, just to show it's not all meat on this channel. We are going to do a vegetarian shepherd's pie with a lovely, creamy, cheesy cauliflower crust. It's a fantastic recipe. It's very easy to do. There's a little bit of prepping to do for this one. I've got a big cauliflower and I've already broken it down into fairly large florets. Now I'm going to stick some water in there with a little bit of salt and I'm going to stick it on to boil. Then we're going to crack on and do the filling. So this is going to take about 12 minutes to boil, so we have to get it on the pan behind us, and we can carry on. So we got some water in there, and we're just going to go in with a little bit of salt just to season that up in there, and that is going on the boil. Now if you had lots of time, you could cook this in veg stock and then use the veg stock to cook the next stage of this ingredients. However, I'm going to cook this like this and then carry on with the next stage. So there's our cauliflower in water, set to boil. Now we're using red lentils today, and what we have to do is just chuck those in a pan. Now you can use pre-cooked lentils in a tin and it will save you about 10 minutes on cooking time. If you haven't got the pre-cooked lentils, you're going to have to do it this way. Okay, lentils in there. I've got a can of tomatoes. They're going in there. And then if you've got chopped tomatoes, that's fantastic. If you don't have chopped tomatoes, you're going to do what I'm doing. Just give them a little bit of a mashing through. Now you don't have to go too crazy and mash the heck out of these. Just a couple of cuts through, just to help them cook in there. Now if you have bits of tomato in your vegetarian shepherd's pie, fantastic. And we want to be going in there with a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree. I'm going to add our veg stock. I'm going to give that a nice little stir through. Make sure those lentils are not all clumped up on the bottom of there. I've got some freshly chopped rosemary from the garden. If you don't have rosemary, if you don't have fresh rosemary, use dried. And I've also got some dried thyme. Nice little stir through. And that lot is going on the flame, and we're going to cook it for about 20 minutes until those lentils are soft. And on this bit, we've got a pan on, and we're going in there with some butter. Now you can use olive oil, anything like that, not to worry. In with our onions, in with some garlic. In with our carrots, some celery. Give it all a little stir through and start to saute it down. All we're going to do is cook this till it goes a little soft. That's all. We're going to give it like 5 minutes in there, then we're going to chuck the mushrooms in. Season to taste, salt, pepper. Okay, when you've got your carrots sauteed soft enough, in with our mushrooms. Get those mushrooms in there. Now, just want 5 minutes of cooking only on this, no more. Just 5 minutes. Just soften up those mushrooms in there with that veggie and butty mixture. That lovely butter mixture in there will soak into those mushrooms. Now, I've not chopped these mushrooms very small actually. You know, that's up to the individual. If you want to slice them thinly, please do so. But, you know, for something like this that's still going to be cooked in the oven for 15 minutes, you want a little bit of chunk of mushroom in there. Okay, and I'm just going to stir through some frozen peas. I'm just going to give it a minute with those in there. I mean, that's a pan full of colour right there. That is lovely. So that is our filling. Turn off the heat. That is cooked enough. All we're waiting for now is our tomatoey lentils to be cooked. And then we can start to assemble this together. So you can see what's going on in here now. Look, these lentils have started to swell. You know, they're taking on all that tomatoey flavour in there. Nice and gently, just keep them cooking until you've done the 12 minutes. We want some texture in there, not 100% mush, but you know, that is up to you. And this is going to be our gravy as well, inside our vegetarian shepherd's pie. So just make sure you keep coming along and giving it a little stir, you know. If not, these lentils will sink to the bottom and they will stick on the bottom of the pan. So just a nice little turn over and just let them keep cooking. Okay, when you've got it cooked down so it's got a little bit of texture and it's all coming together there like that, that is enough. Now you can cook it as far as you want, that's up to you. Then all we have to do is mix this with our vegetables and that will be our base. And then we will crack on and mash up our cauliflower crust. So we have here, look, our lovely vegetables that we cooked. And we're just going to add all that tomato lentil mixture to that. And then it's just a case of stir it all through. Just mix it all up. That is the base for our vegetable shepherd's pie. So obviously for all the meat eaters, even me, the lentils are replacing the mincemeat in the shepherd's pie. That's what it's about. Give a little bit of texture in there. And obviously this is a pan full of goodness right here. Now our cauliflower is super soft. We're just going to drain that and then we're going to give this a mashing. So just let your cauliflower drain a little minute, you know. It's still full of moisture and we can't really dry it out. It's going to have to be cooked in here. Back in the pan. So that is our cauliflower in there. In our cauliflower, butter, bit of pepper. We need to season this up now as we mash it. Now you can add salt to this if you so wish. We want to be going in there with a little bit of cream too. Now you could add milk if you want, but I'm going to go for that creaminess in here. And then we're just going to give it a mashing. Just mash it up. Nice. Mash through. Now if you've got lumps in there, the better. It's entirely up to you if you want to mash it really silky smooth or leave some of that texture. Now I like that texture, so that's what's going to be happening in this pan. That looks amazing. That'll do for me. And we want to be going in there with some cheese. Now do as much cheese as you wish, that's up to you. Get it in and stir it through. Lovely. Oh, that looks absolutely tremendous. Smells fantastic. Okay, I've got one of these glass tray things here, look, and we're just going to lay our stuff into there. So in we go with all our veg. So in it goes. Nice little squash down. Squash it in there. That's looking okay. Right, we want to get our oven on. Our oven's going to go on for about 170. It's going on for about 180 actually. And we are going to let that preheat. And then when we put this all together, we'll let it cook for about 15-20 minutes. Now we need to get our topping on there. Don't squash it down. It's going to drop anyway because of the weight of the cauliflower. But try and keep a little fluff up in there. It's going to get all those brown crispy bits on with the cheese. So a nice little fluff up on there so the cheese actually goes inside. And on with our cheese. Now you can do whatever cheese you like on here. You know, if you want mozzarella on there, put mozzarella on. You want cheddar on, parmesan, do whatever you want. Whatever you like. So we got that cheddar on there and I've got a little bit of mozzarella here just for contrast. I'm just going to put a few little blobs of that around. Right, this is on a tray. It's on a tray because I do expect it to bubble over, I can tell you now. There's a lot of fluid in there, even though we've cooked those lentils and things fairly dry, but not too dry, because if it was too dry it wouldn't be nice. Right, that's going in the oven. There we have it. Oh, that looks absolutely tremendous. That is incredible. That's how to make vegetable shepherd's pie. Got a nice crust on there. We're going to give it 5 minutes and then we'll just put a couple of cuts in there so we can scrape some out and not take all the cheese off. That is sensational. And that smell. Oh! Okay, look at that beauty. Let's get in here. Just want to come through this cheese with a knife. And then the cheese just doesn't all rip off in one go when we take it out. Now I don't think we have to be so careful in getting this out. I think we're just gonna, I'm just gonna scoop it out with my shovel. Come on, let's get in here. Oh, oh, look at that. Vegetarian shepherd's pie. That looks superb. Really, really superb. You know, if you wouldn't know that was lentils in there, you know, you first glance you'd be mistaken for meat. It actually looks like a shepherd's pie. What's it taste like? Come on, let's give it a try. Just look in here. Oh, that is incredible. That is really, really nice. Oh, look at that stringy cheese. That cauliflower top on there is just like cauliflower cheese. It's superb. That lentils and all that mixed in there with that tomato flavour and all that veg is delicious. It's a fantastic vegetarian shepherd's pie. You know, I'm not a vegetarian in any way whatsoever, but I really can appreciate vegetarian food when it tastes like this. All that flavouring in there, that cauliflower on there with that cheese topping, it's incredible. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.